A lot of artists I think is relevant to that. Now, when you say new, I mean,
or they could be around. You know?
Yeah, I'm assuming you mean like that hasn't exploded yet, because it's people that would be considered to be new. I've been knowing them for like 10 years or whatever, you know. But right now, me being from Michigan and me knowing a lot of those guys out there for a long time, you know, I would definitely want to say focus on a lot. It's a lot of Michigan artists that's killing it right now, you know, and some of them are going to get bigger than others, obviously, but it's a beautiful movement going on there right now. You know, people like Buff One, my man Elite, just dropped a new mixtape. I know Octane, aka Old Shit Roll Spit, DJ Friction, whatever you call himself these days, he dropping something new. Fatboy Chef, you got you know, obviously you got Royce and Black Milk. You got Royce. They go, man, what's the Slaughterhouse? They got that new joint. That's, you know, everybody is going crazy over that Slaughterhouse right now. I know Guilty and Black, they doing the Random Acts with Sean Price. You got a lot of people. I just seen a lot of people. Rest in Peace by 10. You know, they had a thing out in Detroit a couple of days ago, and I seen a lot of people that I ain't seen in years. But still making music, still doing a thing, and you know, not only represent Detroit, man, but just, you know, Finale, he got an amazing record out right now. My homegirl Invincible, she holding it down. It's a lot of people. I can't think of all of them. I don't want to disrespect nobody, but I just say, like, you know, it's a lot of Detroit artists, you know, a lot of Michigan artists that, you know, got, you know, they can really rap. The production is tight, and I think they killing the game right now. You know, just need more exposure. Don't forget about One Below. You know, I got a couple songs bring to the table.
So, what do you believe are the differences between a live album and sorry, let me start that one again. What do you believe the differences are between a studio album and a live show, and which do you prefer?
A studio album and a live show? For me, you know, at a live okay, this goes back to being an MC. The difference between being an MC and a recording artist, sometimes these people are one and the same, sometimes they are not. You have people that can go and they can wow the crowd with their MC abilities, because live they got charisma, they know how to entertain you, they can perform, but in the studio they suck, you know, because they're not a great, you know, in the studio you got to be a recording artist, and a recording is, you know, you have time to like edit it and chop it up, and so you got some people got different approaches. Some people like recording the raw first take, whatever your approach is. The recording is forever. Even if you're recording it live, it's forever, but the live is spontaneous and it's the moment, and that brings a different element out of me than being in the studio. And when I'm in the studio, I'm focusing on technical stuff, you know what I'm saying? Live, I'm focusing on the crowd, and the crowd is giving me that energy, where in the studio it's more so like it's the music and it's the energy of the people or the band or whoever I'm recording with live, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think that you know, nowadays I think most artists are having difficulties because, you know, since so many people are able to get music on the internet, you know, through pirating, you know, I think they make more money through their tours and live shows. So that kind of even brings me into my next question is like, how do you feel about pirating music?
Well, I feel like this, you know, if you have the means to go out and support an artist that you respect, you know, you respect the music and you appreciate that artist, I mean, support them, you know. I'm not gonna tell somebody to buy something that they don't, you know. I mean, even check, you know, I'll check something out, and if I like it, I'll go out and buy it, you know what I'm saying? But speaking on myself and people pirating my music or whatever, I mean, I never had like the greatest distribution or even like marketing, so to be honest with you, I don't even think I would even be as relevant as I am right now if people wasn't pirating my music. Right. A lot of people told me like, "Lo, man, I'm sorry, man, but I shared your music with hundreds of people, but I had to do it because that was the only way they was going to hear it. So I do think that there's pros and cons into doing it. So I think that the person that's pirating the music, what kind of person is that, and what are they getting out of it, and why are they doing it? Some people do it for the love. They pirate so people can hear something that they never heard before, or get some news or whatever kind of station it is. And some people doing it to whatever, everybody got different reasons of doing it. So the good shit is the good shit, you know what I'm saying? And the people that care about the music and the craft and the artists involved, their piracy and bootlegging and downloading and file sharing is gonna help spread people like One Below. Two people that's gonna say, you know what, I want to support that guy. It's a lot of people that come to me to shows and they be like, look, man, I downloaded your CD, I owe you $10. They come to the shows, man. The people that's gonna want to get it for free, they're gonna get it for free regardless. So I think it's more. I think as artists, especially now with the way this, the downloading and the way music is getting, the way people are consuming music now. I think the artists gotta find different ways. I think the artists should get paid for the music and for the art, whatever kind of artist you are, whatever kind of art it is. But I also think that artists should be a little more versatile in the ways that we earn our income, whether it's like merchandising, possibly doing workshops, making beats, learn put down the PlayStation 3 for like 2 hours a day, man, and just learn how to do Photoshop or something. Yeah. And not only do your own album, but do like it's different things that we can do instead of just smoking weed and writing rhymes and just being famous and just rapping. Yeah. We gotta expand our, I ain't saying we got to, but I'm just saying the more you bring to the table, the more valuable you are as an artist. So, and it helps me as a writer as well,
Fuck yeah. That's great. So that really does actually lead me into my next question, which is super.
That's what's up.
I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, and you're a little bit scared or something, but don't worry. So how do you feel about the education system in our country, and what role does hip-hop play in that, in educating the people?
Man, I can't speak on the education system in the country, but